about how to convey your value as a coach. One of the biggest messaging challenges that I see people having, especially new people, is how to convey their value. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Lachelle Barnett. If you scroll my feed, you'll be able to see my beautiful face. But until then, we are doing a short 10-minute training just showing you how to convey your value as a coach. Okay. So here's the first thing I want you to understand. Why do people actually buy? Okay. We're going to go over a couple of things in this video, but the first thing that I want you to just pound into your head is people buy based on what's in it for them, right? I know we all know that, but we don't necessarily do the work, which we're going to talk about in number 2. But even though we know it intellectually, we have not aligned our messaging or the programs that we're offering based on that fact. So if we know that people buy based on what's in it for them, then we need to understand the difference between benefits and features. Okay. Now, again, you may have heard this from somewhere. The benefits are kind of like the impact or the transformation that they're going to get. How is their life going to be different? Okay. As a result of whatever it is that you're selling. Versus features, which are some of the things that are kind of like the process, the step-by-step, different things that you're going to use to help them get those results, right? So the modules and the downloads and the et cetera, et cetera. And here's the thing. A lot of people are focusing more on the features in their communication, whether it's a sales call or whether it's Facebook Lives, in their posts, et cetera, rather than focusing on the benefits, okay? So then the question becomes, if we all know this already, right? Many of us already know this. The question is, why do we keep doing it? Why do we focus more on features than benefits? Ladies and gentlemen, and I really want to change this to a different color, okay? So we can stress the importance. The reason why a lot of us are focusing more on benefits, or more on features rather than benefits, is because of fear. Okay? It's the fear of having to deliver on what it is that I said I could do. If I say that I can do X, Y, and Z, what happens if I don't get those results for people? Okay? But here's what I want you to understand. We do not operate based off of fear. We acknowledge it, we understand it, and then we overcome it. We don't make our decisions out of fear. And so I want to give you some steps and some suggestions on how to really overcome the fear of having a guarantee on your program, or being able to understand that people will actually get results. This is going to be essential if you are going to stand out in the marketplace, especially if you are attempting to leverage the online space, because you are required to stand out when there are 2 billion people on the platform. Okay? This is the reason why most people are stuck with their messaging, is because of fear, and fear is keeping them from doing the hard work, right? Because the truth is, there are elements of being a business owner that you enjoy, like all the creativity that you get to do, and then there are other pieces that you don't necessarily enjoy. And that hard work is really what builds the foundation for the fun stuff. Okay? So the hard work is you looking at what is the ROI? What's the return on investment that someone is going to get from your program, right? And a lot of times we focus only on money, but the truth is, if you're a relationship coach, a fitness coach, a business coach, whatever kind of coach that you are, there are multiple ROIs, okay? Multiple. Hear me when I say that. People buy for a multitude of reasons, and money is only one of them, okay? So let's look at a couple of things that I want you to think about, maybe 3 or 4 things. Here's number 1, okay? What's the broad ROI that you're helping people with? So for example, if you are a fitness coach, obviously one of the things that you're helping people do 9 times out of 10 is lose weight, okay? Sometimes it's get off of medications or something like that. That's broad though, right? Helping people lose weight does not make you stand out, right? It does not convey your value as a coach, because there are a million other coaches that help you lose weight as well, okay? So the first thing you have to do is understand the broad ROI, or the broad benefit that you're helping people with. It starts there. So if you're a fitness coach, it's probably losing weight. If it's a business coach, you're helping people make money typically, right? And don't be fearful of that, right? A lot of times I see newer entrepreneurs kind of having confidence. Oh, I kind of can help people. No. Go back to the video where I talked about the difference between building a coaching business and being a great coach. And it talks about designing a program that helps you get results. So that's a different video at a different time. Here's the second thing. So the first one, we understand our broad results. In our example, we're using weight loss, okay, for fitness coaches. So then the second step is you drilling down and getting more specific about the ROI, right? So if I'm a fitness coach and I know I can help people lose weight, then I want to tap into, well, what's the area? What are some of the things that people really want to lose weight around? It could be a body part, like for a lot of us, it's the stomach. For me, Lord knows it is, okay? So you could decide that your result is going to be helping people lose inches off of their stomach, okay? Or it might be one of the challenges. Maybe it has less to do with a specific area of the body and more of a challenge that people have related to losing weight. So for most people, it's eating healthy. So what kind of ROI, a specific ROI, can you help them with related to losing weight? Okay. So maybe it's or specific related to eating healthy. So maybe it's, I can show you how to cut carbs in 10 days. Okay. So let's just stop here. I know a lot of you are like, well, I can't help them do that in 10 days, or I can't help them lose 3 inches, or either you're not confident that you can help them do that one thing, or you know you can do that, but it doesn't feel big enough. Okay. It doesn't feel like that's a big enough impact. But let me just be clear that if you don't feel like some of these things are a big enough impact, you need to talk directly to your ideal client. Because for the person who's been struggling to lose their stomach for 7 months or 7 years, guess what? That's a hell of an impact, right? So don't let your ego and your being a visionary and these lofty goals keep you from being able to make the impact and convey the value that you can bring to the marketplace, okay? Here's the third thing that I want you to think about. And this is the hard work. People don't like to spend the time to think about their actual outcomes. They want to stop at step one and say, oh, I help people lose weight. Okay, well, good luck standing out in a saturated marketplace. Okay, that will not be enough. You got to dig deeper and do the hard work. All right, so step three, the thing that I want you to think about is what makes you different. Okay, why you? Again, part of the reason how you stand out and convey your message as a coach is what makes you different. So I'll use myself as an example. One of the things that I ask potential clients that jump on sales calls with me, one of the first things I ask them is, what made you get on the call? Okay. And without a doubt, I would say 80, maybe 90% of the people respond with the same response. I saw one of your Facebook Lives, and when you said X, Y, and Z, it hit home. It made me think of blah, 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 it, whatever, right? It's me being able to articulate that value of what you need and what you want and how to get to whatever outcome that you're looking for that allows people to be attracted to me, okay? So the third thing that you want to be able to ask yourself is, what makes you different, right? Because then you can add that to your messaging. You can include that in all of the content that you're using. Okay, here's the last thing. And it's really something that, excuse me, I want you to ask yourself. When you look at number one, number two, and number three, right? I'm a weight loss coach or I'm a fitness coach, and I help people lose 20 pounds in 20 days or 2 inches by Sunday or whatever it is that I'm helping them do. And I do that from a spiritual perspective, or I do that from with high accountability, or again, whatever that third thing is that makes you unique. Would you buy it? That's number four. Okay. When you build out all of this, would you buy it yourself at the price point based on what you know with the program? Okay. If the answer is no, go back to the drawing board. And I promise you that the answer will be no if you stop here. For most of us, we wouldn't buy our own program because the outcomes are too vague, because the messaging isn't clear enough. But I promise you, if you start drilling down into 2 and 3, guess what? Now the answer becomes yes, I would definitely buy this program. And if you can answer yes, you know you're on the right page. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Remember, this is not just about watching the video, it's about doing the actual work. Take the time this week, spend 30 minutes, an hour, getting clear on the results that you help people provide. I'm out. Peace.